Oh, I'm so tired. Can't wait to do 4 hours of reading. Here we go. Maybe even 2. Maybe in negative time. Maybe I just put the old VOD on and just pretend to react to it. Just sit here with my headset off and just go, oh. Huh. Oh yeah, that did happen. Oh, I forgot about that. Wonder if that's gonna be important.
Besides, I hate guys who just sit there and make the waitress pick up the fork they drop to the restaurant.
Who the fuck does that?
Let's do this shitty fucking leap day, Umineko, whatever the hell, and let's just get this over with and move on.
Alright. Gather around, weebs. Joe's made some bad life choices, and he's here to own up to them. Here we go.
I said that we were going to do Umineko, and I thought it would be funny if it was, oh, we're just going to do it on leap days only. And when I made the joke, you know, the next leap day was so far away. Who cares? That's a problem for future Joe. Well, now I am future Joe, goddammit. And mistakes were made. Regrets were done. Reaping is great. Sowing is not.
Umineko, how's it going, Wuggy? Have you read any Umineko, Wuggy? Like, legitimately, enough people who I sometimes trust their opinions have said this is decent. But then there was that weird perverted moment. A little perviness as a treat for the weebs to keep them interested. Maybe that's what it's there. Maybe that just never goes anywhere. Maybe they just keep dangling it. It's like, hold on. We know our audience. We know our audience. Why would you like to read? I don't like to read anime PowerPoint.
All right, so is it too loud? If you can hear it, it's too loud. How are there over 2,000 people here for Umi who gives a fucko? All right, we're at 2.7k viewers. You fought valiantly, Umineko fans. Hold on, this is an anime PowerPoint, so doesn't it get like a 2x or a 3x modifier compared? Alright, this is still a lot of people. Alright, time for some serious reading. Alright, so this is Umineko. It is a, excited for Baldur's Gate 3. We're doing Umineko! It is a visual novel that was released in 1995. And some people who started reading it back then finally finished it, and now they want me to start. So apparently it's pretty good. All right, can we got to episode 2 last time. Can't we just unlock episode 2 and start there?
Wasn't even close to episode 2. He doesn't know. He doesn't. It's still 20 hours before he gets to episode 2.
It's loud. All right, what do we think? Too loud?
Again, it's so loud. It is so loud. All right, do I need to turn it down? Change the character sprites, please. You... Did you get the fixed bugs pad? It's a VN! What bugs? Kusoro told me I didn't need it. Switch to the older sprite. Okay, this is novel mode versus adventure mode all over again.
Options. Uh-oh. Music... Music, sound effect, voice. What about... Okay, down.
Toggle volume. Oh my god, that's so much better.
Voice? Why does it start at 7? Okay, now we got it down to increments of 5. What the... The old physician let out a sigh as you remove the stethoscope. Watch. Want to see a magic trick? I can stop the game from talking. Watch. Alright, in the corner of this room, which was much larger than what most people would call a study, was an expensive-looking bed, a man undergoing a medical examination, and the physician conducting it. We have visuals, you don't need to do this. There was also what appeared to be a servant watching over the whole scene. Oh, the background's different! Oh! That's from the menu! I know that! That's from when we did the voices in the menu! Whoa! Ushiromiya Kinzo. The bottle is my friend.
Kinzo-san, how are they together? Okay, what does this guy look like? Be strong, Joe. Be strong for chat.
Okay, did the updated version, whatever, fix the impossible chessboard? Here we go.
Nanjo's gaze was directed at a side table with a massive chess set placed on top of it. All right. Ew. How on earth did we get into this position? What the fuck happened? How did this pawn get here? What is this? It went here? It took a... Nah, okay, that's actually possible. What? Is this a valid position of the board? I guess so. I'd have to go through it. That looks so weird. En passant. Chess enthusiast that knows about en passant, thinking that they're gonna seem cultured and look like I'm so intelligent because I know en passant, posting in the chat after hearing someone mention chess. Do you know about en passant? Yeah, everyone knows about en passant. Who the fuck doesn't at this point? Fuck off with your en passant. I've known about en passant until I was 12. I've en passant with your mom. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I'm going to the old habit.
Okay, hold on. Okay, bishops are in different colors. It looks like black did the long castle, which is legal. Yep, they fixed the chessboard. Nice. This is a valid board, yeah. It's not even like a weird board. Like this could definitely happen. Who's winning? It's a draw? No, black is winning. Pawn advantage, right? One piece advantage. Also has like the stronger like fortress on the left hand side, so like has a piece advantage and also just a better developed board too. Black's rook and bishop were cutting deeply into enemy alliance. No, they're not. White's king had already been castled and cornered. No,
Black's rook and bishop were cutting deeply into enemy lines. No. Black doesn't even have a rook. Where's the rook? They're called castles, by the way. But, you know, we'll accept rook. I, Ushiromiya Kinzo, have not one thing I want to tell or leave behind.
I, Ushiromiya. Alright, that's it, right? Or is it Ushiromiya? Let's just call him Kinzo. Kinzo, have not one thing I want to tell or leave behind.
After I'm gone, I care not if it all goes to waste. Is it lagging?
It's useless. Wait.
It's useless. Wait.
Beatrices? Akechi? I offer up this life of mine. I offer it up to you. I'm begging you. Kokichi?
I'm begging you, Beatrice. No. It crashed? Oh, there's... Welcome to Rockin' Jima. The music was pretty rockin', I gotta say that. That wasn't a bad intro, I like that. Kind of gave me a little Chrono Cross vibes.
What I missed? Nothing. Oh, shit! Oh, man, these sprites are so much better. I love when things don't have soul. Oh, shit! Getting some big Chrono Cross vibes right now. I can't believe we'll be able to make this trip in just 20 minutes. Nope, it's gonna take way longer than that. Oh, it's George. I missed you, George. All right, you know what? The main character Sona vibes aren't here, but it's so much easier to take seriously.
I gotta say though, I do have to say, yeah, someone just said in chat too, this does look so soulless compared to this, doesn't it? Like, it obviously it's not AI generated, but it gives like an AI generated kind of vibe to it. It's like, oh, I'll update it, but I don't give a shit about these characters. I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to look like, you know? It's just whatever this design is, and I'll just make it look better, and I'm adding nothing to myself. It does look better though, I have to say. Oh my god, it's just hard to take this seriously. Merrick said it earlier, it feels like a Newgrounds game when it's like this. Oh. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, man. It makes the whole thing have like a different vibe, like some like baby's first online project, and here's my main character Sona, who's actually me, who's super cool and wears a suit and tie, who's going on this great adventure with my friend. You know, that's what
Joe, you have to go back, what, to before when I agreed to do the Leap Day stream? I know. Might be the biggest bamboozle I've ever given myself. How can I backseat this? Can you pan the game to the left and pan your voice to the right so we hear English and Japanese at the same time? No? Come on, I'm tall enough already. In fact, it'd be... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Everyone's like fawning over how he's like 5'8" or something, right? It's like, damn, you're so tall, BattlerCon. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm 5'8". Until I hit my growth spurt, my height was below average in my class. But then I grew and grew, and before I knew it, I passed... 5'11". Wait, did they buff this?
I passed 180 centimeters. Editor's note, 5'11". Respectable.
Joe, fuck you. I'm also 5'11". I'm 6 foot even, so sorry. My name is written Battler. Can you read it? Nope.
Can you read it? No. The first part is my family name, Ushiromiya. That's a fairly plausible Japanese pronunciation so far. Thank you. I try.
The first part is my family name, Ishihiromiya. That's a fairly plausible Japanese pronunciation so far, not from me. It's crazy enough that my parents decided to call me that, but it's even more crazy that some government worker let them make it official. Both groups are at the top of my must-kill list in a battle.
Good thing you're a battler.
Anyway, this is one of my cousins. His name is pronounced Ushiru... Why can't I not say the last name? Ushiromiya. Ushiromiya? Ushiromiya? Ushiromiya. Is that it? Did I get it? Ushiromiya. Alright, that's much easier to say. Okay, so combine it into like one thing at the beginning. Ushiromiya, George.
Since the Ushiro... I can't say this. Ushiromiya. I said it right earlier, didn't I? Just go Ushi.
In other words, we're not blood related.
He's the husband of Dad's older sister. In other words, we're not blood related. Go on. He's...
Who's the one that can like do like crazy high kicks like that ZZZ character that I kind of want to play the game to see? Is it this one? I'm not a weeb, I just like blondes and legs. And the part that attaches the legs to the blonde. Okay,
Joe, who is this blonde, green-eyed with angel wings for her hair in Dragon's Den? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should close Dragon's. Okay.
Oh yeah, you were just abandoned, right? And then your dad is dating her, who had gigantic owies in the remastered sprite, and then this is like she is the... Where is it? I still have it on my desktop all these years later.
Just getting people to join Discord. But okay, you know what? Maybe we're going to OG art the whole time. What the fuck is this? That is so different. Alchemist. Okay, someone in Dragons. Okay, Kasuro, you fucking own me well. I accept my ownage. Okay, 4 years from now, we are switching to the PS3 sprites. That is so much better. Okay, I'm putting that up on the screen. It's so much better. Look how much better. It's not even close. Holy shit. I need to remember for 4 years from now, on the next Umineko Wednesday on a Leap Day, that we need to use the Alchemist PS3 sprites. Let's just clap it out for Kusuro, who owned us all. Well done. Well, I hit the microphone again. It's in a new spot. Holy shit.
Okay, on the right is how it originally looked. In the middle is what we could tab to when we played Red last year, all right? The left, look how much better it is. I know a lot of you are like, why aren't we playing the middle one? Okay, you can do it yourself if you want to, all right? But like, it's too much, man. It's too much. Weeb's legitimately angry in the chat that we are playing the version that objectively has the smallest bust size. Joe, what are we even doing right now?
Okay, I was gonna make fun of the original, but sorry, I was gonna make fun of the new one, but both of them have it. Okay, time to put on my tie. All right, time to put it taut around my boobs, real like there. All right, real good. All right, now clip it underneath so it follows my fucking boob curve, and then loose after that. Here I go. I'm all done. Who is this a style I don't know? What the fuck is this?
Namu. I remember being kind of weirded out that these two seemed like they got along and were a better like romantic pairing than her and his dad.
It's understandable for someone my age. I could never bring myself to call his new wife mom. How about mommy? And I'm sorry, chat.
Why am I being Joed? I led with it weirded me out. Does he really have to take a magazine with him every time he needs to take a dump? And what on earth is he doing in there with those particular magazines? I'd be playing Metroid Dread. Two shits at the same time. Oh, I don't need to worry about that at all. We've been together. I haven't let him do that on his own. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Oh, I'll have to get the juicy details later. Oh. Okay, I'm putting it back on the table. See what I mean? Why are you flirting with your stepmom, bro? As you can probably tell from our conversation, she's not my real mother. Yep, we can tell. This isn't even the pervy part that I was talking about. So we decided that we wouldn't force ourselves to pretend that we were family. Instead, we just flirt in front of our dad. So, my dad. Kairi-san has always been very open about all this, and thanks to that, we've been able to get along pretty well. Oh, that's really different.
Okay, I feel like this might be the best one so far for capturing the essence of the character.
Up, down, down, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, A, B, start.
Come on now. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. Dad's full name is written... You can't read it, can you? You're right.
You can't read it, can you? Yep, I can't.
As the old bastard twisted my ear all over the place, Aunt Eva snuck up behind him and grabbed his ear. Hey, Rudolph, you should know better than to physically abuse your son. Yeah, that hurts. And Neki. Wasn't it with an I earlier, or is this a different word?
A Neki? I think it's a Neki, right?
This scene perfectly illustrated the relationship between the prankster younger brother and the older sister who could deal out punishment to him despite saying, yeah, I know! You don't need to tell me! We didn't... Oh my fucking god. Oh, sorry, I forgot what I was playing for a second because of all the interruptions. Yeah, we know! We did... Oh...
This scene perfectly illustrated the relationship between the prankster younger brother and the older sister who could deal out punishment to him despite saying, yeah, we know! We can see. You don't need to... We're showing it twice. After starting out with Tai Chi Chuan for her figure, Aunt Eva then developed an interest in the Chinese martial arts. After that, she went through karate, taekwondo, capoeira, karate, taekwondo. I have heard of these two, obviously, but not this one. Capoeira? I don't know what that is. Sheesh, what a pain. What a pain. Sheesh, what a pain. Oh, then why not consider making a little brother for George-kun? He's already a fine adult who's about to go off on his own. Oh yeah, the constant filleting of George is about to begin. Battler, why can't you be more like George? Wow, George is so good. George got into crypto before crypto even existed. Man, George is gonna be prime minister one day. George is actually already like vice prime minister. Like, George is just the best person in the whole entire fucking world. Oh, she has a tattoo of the symbol. I still really want to go get a tattoo.
I like her tattoo. It is a nice tattoo. I like the tattoo. I want to get a tattoo still. I haven't gotten one yet.
She'll heal a lot better if she stays away from the venomous head family household. My weeb, you are the feminist family household.
I formally challenge Kisora for the Umineko expert position. I have seen the live stage adaptation 3 times. Kisora, I think you just lost the title unless like you have something to counter that, because I just don't think it's possible to outdo that. There's no way. The owner has become the owned. Okay, does the patch tell you who's talking? Because it's not happening a lot, but it's happening enough that it's annoying me. Like who the fuck is talking sometimes? A child's health is... It does? Oh, for fuck... Kisoro! You know what? I respect the commitment to sabotaging this. Kisoro's gonna, fling the mask off, throw the cape around from himself, and say, "Mwahaha, I actually hate Umineko. Eat shit!" The long con. That's what makes it a game. Oh, trying to figure out who's talking is the difficulty? Okay, you know what? You got me. That's true.
I just remembered that there's a whole ass boat scene that I forgot about. Oh man, I thought it was just like playing them where at the mansion. No, there's the beach scene too. Like it's well, you said it too last year. Didn't you say that it would be easier to fit in your schedule if we had it during the Obon festival? Oh my god, who gives a shit about the Obon? I never said anything like that.
I never said anything like that. Oh my god, who cares? I'd much rather end up as an intellectual adult like you, Aniki. Like me? Like me?
Like me? Oh, I still have a long way to go. I'm just deputy prime minister of Japan. I'm not even full prime minister. Piling up a lot of real life experience as he devoted himself zealously to his work. All right. Let's celebrate nepotism. His great dream is to one day stand on his own and build up his own kingdom. Okay, he can't. It's too late. I said this last year, didn't I? It's too late. You've already fucked up, George. Like
right after graduating, he got into Uncle Hideyoshi's company as his father's aide, piling up a lot of real life experience as he devoted himself zealously to his work. Also nepotism. It's a lot of nepotism. His great dream is to one day stand on his own and build up his own kingdom. Well, he's not going to be able to ever do that because of the start he got. You can't have like all the success and help at the beginning and then be like, I made it on my own. Like no, it's already done, and that's fine. Just let it go.
Okay, it's Maria. Long time no see. Ooh, all right. If I remember correctly, the original sprite of her was just the worst one.
Maria. Oh, two and one. All right. Oh God. This. Okay, like. Obviously very young child, and now it's like, what the fuck is going on? Which is incorrect.
I think she's grown a lot since last year. Let's see, she turned 9 years old this year, didn't she? 9 years old. Ooh. All right, I remember saying at the time I didn't have a 9-year-old yet, but now I do have a 9-year-old, and I said 9-year-olds don't talk like this. Is there something wrong with her? Like scathingly, and then chat exploded and said yes, and I felt really bad. I was like, oh shit, there is. Oh, okay, all right.
Ooh, Battler. Maria, you mustn't talk to him like that. Call him Battler Oni-chan. Okay, Finn is almost 9. He's like 8.5. Is there something wrong with this kid? Kate is 5 and is more advanced than this kid. Oh, there is. Oh shit. Well, don't I look like an asshole now? Thank you. That's all right, Aunt Rosa. I don't sweat the small stuff. Thanks. Okay, this sprite is just a disaster. I'm sorry, chat. I hate this. This is so awful.
Okay, Ushiromiya. Ushiromiya. Pavilion. Ushiromiya. Ushi-ro-miya. Alright. Battler. Cousin. Under the table. That's right.
Battler. Cousin. Under the... That's right. Like Uncle Hideyoshi, she's a kind aunt who will always be on the kid's side. However, possibly because she's more strict as a parent, she's not liberal with handing out spending money like Uncle Hideyoshi. And that makes her cringe.
She's not liberal with handing out spending money like Uncle Hideyoshi. Wow. Yoshi's based. Boarding will now commence. As I call out the names on the passenger list, please take your seats in order, starting from the front row on the right side and going right to left, then on to the next row. How is this important? I will now begin reading the passenger list. Ushiromiya Hideyoshi-sama. Just repeating the names. Oh, I'm first, right here.
Ushiro Miya Iwasama. Okay, is this just like reminding us of all the names of the characters? Is this what this is all about? Okay, you two, stop fooling around. It's just such different energy. What? That's just so different. What the? It's like a completely different character in my head. It changes so much context. Ushi Maria-sama. Ooh, let's move on in. It like actually makes them come across as more normal instead of like anime bullshit caricatures. I can't say that word very well. Does that make sense? You feeling that or no? Am I off there? Less like Xenoblade characters.
Ooh, let's move on in. I'm getting all fired up. In my opinion, that scene was completely unnecessary there on the plane. Like, it's just showing you all the characters again and reminding you of their names. The fact that it's not using the medium to its best, because like I can just go here and see them again, like their names showing up all the time. Like it's just it's whatever. Like, yeah, I would, if I was editing this, I would have cut that whole entire scene and just gone around on the plane. This is your pilot Kawabata. Just kidding, I don't do any editing. Legend of the Golden Witch. Do you have to specify your own honorific when buying your ticket? Maybe you do. What's an honorific for yourself? I would be senpai for sure. I'd be my own senpai. Especially if I go back in time. Ushiromiya Battler. Okay, now we're doing it for a third time. Ushiromiya Battler. Okay, how many of these are we gonna have? Okay, doing the mod was a good idea. The backgrounds look so much better. The backgrounds in the original were just like blurred out photographs. Would you like to go to Egypt with your aunt? Persona? Would you like to go to Egypt with your aunt? Nah, it's in Persona. Oh no, a car, even worse. Oh, that we skip over. Oh, okay. Okay. Why no drawn out conversation in the car? We could have talked about Pokemon or something. Like, come on. We split up and took separate taxis from the airport to the harbor. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I just remembered. Oh, this isn't even the pervy scene I was talking about. Brace for perv pact. Yep. Oh, God. This is the little pervy appetizer before the real pervy bit later on. Oh, God damn it. You know, from this angle, it looks like Jessica has a suitcase handle on her head. It looks like it's a body pillow, but it's a suitcase. Like, there's probably a lock on her right side that you can open, and it's just like a big anime girl frame that you can open up and put in your anime girl shaped guitar inside, and then you can wheel it around. Yeah, I can definitely see it. It does, doesn't it? How did Joe interpret that more weebly than the chat? I learned from watching you, Merrick. I learned from watching you. You are the only new Umineko streamer right now? Yeah, that tracks. George Nissan. Oh, we missed it. Oh, that is very different. Holy shit. Yo, Jessica, what's this now? Sorry, I was Joe on the phone for a second. You're kidding me. You look like a woman now. What are these boobs? He said, gesturing. What are these boobs? Even you managed to get a chest. Let me rub them. Let me... Oh, for fuck's sake! What the fuck? Notice from Mouse. Joe, as the new official resident Umineko expert, I need you to stay strong during this part, even though you're going to want to turn the VN off. I promise you it's okay. Oh, you knew! You knew! Umineko fans in the secret lab where Crude Oil made that website, combing through all 1,000 hours of this experience for the parts that are going to be the lowest low. We need to ease him into this. We need to tell him that it's not always going to be this bad. Oh no, the worst part, the turbulence of the plot is coming up. Quick. Throw the disclaimers, quick. Damage control. Of course my hair grew longer and I got these. What, you think I got boobs just to get fondled by you, loser? What, you think I got boobs just to get fondled by you, loser? This isn't even the moment. Anyway, it's pronounced Jessica. What a weird name. She's Dad's older brother's daughter. She's Dad's older brother's daughter. What? So she's your cousin. Just say cousin.
Well, you've got a point there. The meat I put on my arms all went to your chest. It looks like it'd be a pretty even test of strength between my arms and your boobs, don't you think? You know what? For no reason at all, we're at 2 hours. Let's take a break. Honestly, I was so surprised at how feminine Jessica had become that I had to joke around like an idiot to hide it. Yes, joke. It's almost over, chat. It's almost over. Honestly, I was so surprised at how feminine Jessica had become that I had to joke around like an idiot to hide it. Why did I agree to do this again? Marek is probably fucking cackling right now that I'm the one apologizing for the anime because I read it before and I'm embarrassed that we're doing it again. What have we here? Oh, it's Chio. Battler-san, how big you've grown. Let me fondle you. Who's it this time? It's an old lady with an apron. Oh yeah, that takes me back. I remember now. Oh, lately my skin's becoming quite smooth and silky. And look, hasn't my chest gotten bigger as well? Alright, what the fuck are we doing, Umineko? When did the cliff stop? Mouse? When are we at the bottom? It's rare for you to come pick us up, Kumasama-san. I wonder what's gotten into you. Usually your lumbago kicks in whenever someone gives you a job to do. Giggle? Lumbago. Lumbago. Where she go? Lumbago, really? Lumbago. You just seem to get who the fuck is this? Right, Rosa, okay. You seem to get more lively. Oh, that's right, here you are. It's the tea I told you about before. Look, I bought you some. Please do try it later on. Aunt Rosa took a souvenir bag from her suitcase. Anyway, Jessica Chan just keeps getting prettier. Good thing she takes after Natsuhi, right? It's Natsuhi, right? Natsuhi? Natsuhi Nisa. Oh, that's hard to say. Good thing she takes after Natsuhi. Natsuhi? Or Natsuhi? Oh. As usual, you're popular enough to make me jealous. Well then, everyone, shall we head over to the boat? Come now, Maria-san, let's get on the boat together, okay? Get on the boat together. Ooh. Everyone gets on together. You have ruined the word together for me. I added it to the video. So enjoy. Checking and during my break and seeing the stream is 2 hours in and we're not on the island yet. We're there, and Joe's laughing at the same joke that made him laugh the first time around. He loves it. Oh, what joke did I laugh at the same time? Am I just on repeat? Oh no. At least I'm consistent. Trials and tribulations. The better VN. Trials and tribulations, good game, are important for young men. Isn't that right, Battler-kun? If I didn't change the subject somehow, I had the feeling I'd be the butt of everyone's jokes for the whole trip, so I tried to think of something harmless to talk about. Hey, Jessica, your boobs. If I didn't change the subject somehow, I had the feeling I'd be the butt of everyone's jokes for the whole trip, so I tried to think of something harmless to talk about. Wait, butts? Jessica has a butt? Let's talk about Jessica's butt. There we go. Ha ha ha. Ooh. Battler has 2 houses. Something like that. Why? Why do you have 2 houses? Ooh. Only Maria, who couldn't really grasp the situation, voiced this naive question. All right, something interesting is about to happen, chat. There's an interesting plot detail. Everyone, like, get ready, okay? Tap back in. However, the others just shot nervous glances at me, choosing not to respond, even though they knew the answer. Maria, look, you can see the harbor now. What's the answer? Datapon wants to know the answer. That's interesting. Can we talk about that? No? More fucking boat shaking. Oh my god. Ooh, let me fucking touch your boobs. Squish, squish. No. For these last 6 years, I've been living with my grandparents on my late mother's side, and I've been using her family name. When those grandparents passed away, one after the other, I basically had no choice but to go back and live with the old bastard. Still, the way that old bastard betrayed my mom. Well, unfortunately, still haven't fully gotten over it. I have. Alright, that was it. You can tab back out now. It's funny because this is somehow this is still paced quicker than Persona 3 Reload. Well, you didn't have to say it. The vast majority of the island is still just uncultivated forests that are owned by the Yushi family. Such a waste when it could be made into a nice golf course or something. What? No? It's better like this? Such a waste when it could be made into a nice golf course or something. No, golf is... No! Golf's bad.
Come to think of it, I guess that makes George, Nikki, Jessica, Maria, and me wealthy, high-class gentlemen and ladies. Needless to say, none of us think of ourselves that way at all. Yeah, okay. Needless to say, none of us think of ourselves that way at all. Speak for yourself, bud. I don't see myself as being rich, and George and Nikki, who takes self-discipline very seriously, doesn't let himself get too comfortable. Yeah, okay, all right. I don't see myself as being rich, and George and Nikki, who takes self-discipline very seriously, doesn't let himself get too comfortable. We're middle class. We're just middle class. These are the same jokes, aren't they? My mind works in the same way. Is that good or bad? Maybe it's good. I didn't be asked to be born into a rich family. Don't hold it against me. I don't really think it's really something to be envied. I didn't ask to be born into a rich family, and I don't think it's really something to be envied. It can be pretty trying when people are prejudiced against you just because you're rich and refuse to judge you by your merit. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Yep. It's so hard. Okay. Again, this is probably going to be the exact same thing I said last time. That's true. There are detriments and pros and cons to everything, but at the same time, go fuck yourself. Girls at Maria's age tend to be very impressionable. She's just about the age that many girls start to get excited about sixth senses and whether they have any psychic potential and stuff. What the fuck are you talking about? Girls at Maria's age tend to be very impressionable. She's just about the age that many girls start to get excited about sixth senses and whether they have any psychic potential and stuff. What? For all we know, this might be due to her childish, sensitive nature. Or they just get into Minecraft. That's right, by tomorrow it'll be a pretty blue sky. There's no rain that doesn't end, and no clouds that never clear. Shut up, George! Rain that doesn't end. Clouds that never clear. I know the typhoon's coming, but soon it'll go away. It'll be okay, Maria. I dislike George. I don't care for George. Ooh. There's no rain that doesn't end, and no clouds that never clear. Rain that doesn't end. Clouds that never clear. I don't like this character. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maria started yelling, ooh. Yeah, we know! She did it twice! Rumor has it that long ago, Rockin' Jima wasn't that rockin'. Rumor has it that long ago, Rockin' Jima was less rockin'. Kumasawa-san, let's not talk about that now. Haunted? Just as Kumasawa-san was about to tell some kind of story, Jessica sharply interrupted her. Yeah, God forbid we have something creepy and interesting, Jessica! George would apologize on social media for his Nepo privilege and everyone would love him for it. I wouldn't. Would you, chat? George and Nikki crouched down to meet her eyes and spoke to her kindly. Maria-chan, there's nothing to be afraid of. Because we're all together. When's George gonna die? Just go. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, is there a memory leak? Do we need to restart it? Mouse movement pauses text. That's right, exactly what George and Nikki said. Maria-chan, just because I was born into money doesn't mean that I didn't earn money myself. I would have been able to do this with nothing. There's nothing to be afraid of, because we're all together. There's nothing to be afraid of if we're together. Go ahead and say it, together. Ooh, there's nothing to be afraid of if we're together. Yes. There's nothing to be afraid of if we're with each other. That's right. Exactly what George and Nikki said. If we stick together, there'll never be anything at all to be afraid of. George Oni-chan, always true. Yes, I don't lie. He lied. So trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. George Oni-chan doesn't lie. I trust you. There's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. Yeah? Together. I don't lie. So trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. George Oni-chan doesn't lie. I trust you. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all together. Stop saying together! We'll be arriving soon. The harbor was already drawing near. Are we actually going to get to the island? Uh-oh. When They Cry 3. We are finally about 1/3 of the way back to before we were at the end of the stream. I didn't say that sentence right at all. We are now 1/3 of the way to getting back to where we were. Here we go. Almost catching up. Welcome home, milady. Redditor. Welcome home, milady. Oh god, Redditor. You must all be quite tired from your long trip. Madam, please allow me to assist you. Thank you. It's been a while. Goda? Gouda? Goda? Goda? It's been a while, Goda-san, how are you? I'm pretty confident about my height, but you're huge. This is definitely our first meeting. He's 6 foot to your 5'11"? I'm pretty confident about my height, but you're huge.
5'11", bruv. What? His large size made him seem a bit scary at first, but he was much more polite than my first impression had led me to believe. He claimed to have served on the island for 2 years, but he had doubtless worked at a similar job somewhere before. I'm starting to think that this could almost quite literally be half as long. If you say everything twice, you can cut it in half. His large size made him seem a bit scary at first, but he was much more polite than my first impression had led me to believe. Okay, again, like, you've already done it great by showing it to us. Why are you, it's not even show or tell, it's show and tell. You don't need to do both. You already did it better. But he had doubtless worked at a similar job somewhere before. Did I also say this last year? Did I really? God damn it. When do I look up a word that I already looked up last year as well? Can't, you know what, this might be complete bullshit. Can't, like, birds sense storms or whatever? Maybe they know the typhoon's coming, so they're all hiding out or something? Like, they're probably way more sensitive to air pressure changes or whatever. Like, I've heard wild birds are attuned to changes in the weather and atmospheric pressure. Oh, I'm George! The weather will probably get worse tonight. I knew this before this VN. Battler Kun. Maria Chan is a naive girl, so she takes even jokes seriously. What about odd jokes? You should choose your jokes more carefully. George and Nikki gently scolded me, and because it was George, who I respect and I love so much, heart of the family, I bowed down and said, you know what, George? You're right. This reminds me of the time that I told the kids that if they wash their hair with dog shampoo, they turn into dogs. Went too far with that one. Had she actually been tricked despite all the fun she was having? Her pure eyes made me feel guilty. Maybe I went a little overboard with her after all, like on the boat. Yeah, that's right. Every single time I do an ad lib, I'm like, did I say that last year? I need to like scramble my own thoughts and do something else. Tomorrow when the weather gets better, I'm sure they'll come back so we can hear them cry meow meow like they always do. Fucking cat girls with their feathers in the cat girl mouth. I'll wait until the weather gets better and they come back. I said that last year too, didn't I? At that point, gonna wait until tomorrow. Gonna wait until the weather's better. Ooh. Gonna catch a killer. Maria was in a lighter mood and was looking forward to tomorrow when the seagulls would come back and fill the skies. And will weep in the shade. Still, did I say that? I'm so triggered right now. I'm so triggered right now. I'm afraid to talk. Goda-san called to everyone that led the way. All right, what we got left? We got the scene with the stupid flower beds in front of the house. Then we go into the house. Then there's the guest house scene. Then there's like the dinner scene with all of the grown-ups, where it repeats everyone at the table, showing where they're all sitting and bullshit. Then there's the pervy scene in the guest house. Then there's another dinner scene. Then there's the hallway scene. And then there's the scene with all the adults showing their true colors. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's it, right? And then we're caught up. How do you remember this shit? Well, I forgot about the stair scene, so I didn't. Oh, man. Okay, a lot of work went into these. We're coming back here later. We're going to spend at least 5 hours on each of these backgrounds. Can you read at times 2 speed? At top of the steps, we saw a beautiful guest house. I remember that even 6 years ago, huge numbers of roses greet us every year. All right, now I'm going to stop. To the person in the VOD that just had to put it back down to 1 time speed to listen to that last little section and now is angry that they have to go back and put it up to 2 times speed. Get owned. So owned. I'm glad I owned you. In fact, it seemed to have got a power up for the Guardian and I remember my memory of 6 years ago. This place is always so amazing. It would be wonderful to have a rose garden like this at home. Give it up. Why do you think... Who do you think would take care of it? Roses are a real pain with bugs and diseases to worry about. Are they? Well, from what I've heard, Kairi Nissan takes care of her rose every day and makes sure no bugs get anywhere near it, right? What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? Yeah, what are you talking about? Kairi Nissan takes care of her rose every day and makes sure no bugs get anywhere near it, right? What? Huh? What are you talking about? That's right. Though in this person's case, the rose goes after the insects like some nasty carnivorous plant. Oh, so that's what you mean. Come on, Rosa. Can't you give that a rest just for today? I put that sort of thing completely behind me. What the fuck are you guys talking about? I wonder. After all, you're a womanizer on an almost genetic level. No need to worry, Rosa-san. When a rose gives you too much trouble, it's always best to snip it at the root. Snip, snip? Snip, snap, snip, snap? Ho, 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 such frightening talk this is. Guys who are popular with the ladies are always forced to live dangerously. I sure hope I turn out a bit prettier in my next life. Hideyoshi Nissan, like I keep saying, it isn't like that at all. And Kiri, stop it. You're freaking me out. You've made my rose wilt. Oh, they're talking about his penis. All right. My bad, sorry. A little slow on the uptake today, I'm sorry. Smells pretty sweet. All right, chat. Best colored roses? White, right? Are black roses real? This is exactly what I asked last year. I remember. Do you think you are morbing back to last year, or did last year's Joseph morb toward today? Do you think if I close my eyes and try really hard, I can like morb back to February 29th? Hold on, let me try. How to get down in the basement? What the fuck? Oh, well, let's keep reading Umineko. Strange, what's wrong? Maria pointed at a single rose. I immediately understood why she found it odd. Gotta do a dodge roll now. In the midst of all these magnificent roses, one single rose was just starting to wilt. But Maria seemed very concerned about the only unhealthy one in the group. I am so bored. Let's just fucking go, please. Nice going, Aniki. Wow, he's so good with kids. Georgie-san has always been really understanding. Could we stop sucking this guy's dick? Oh my god, every scene is just like how great George is. What the fuck? Can't help but respect them. Yeah, I guess he was just born that way. We've got to start picking up tips. Georgie-san has always been really for fuck's sake, I can't help it, like, whatever. Yeah. Does chat with George was streaming this instead? George should always be on screen. If he's not, all the rest of the characters should be saying, hey, where's George? Which is how the boys were watching Jurassic Park last night, by the way. Whenever there wasn't a dinosaur on the screen, it was like, hey, where's the dinosaurs? Alright, one scene down, 7 more to go. Here we go. This could have been a rerun and spared yourself the pain just for a moment, but then I would have had to, like, listen to it. When George was born, he drove his parents home from the hospital. Classic George, classic George. Who the fuck is this? What is, okay, like, oh god. What's this? Are you looking for someone and they're this tall? Canon. Oh, in last year's stream, he was called non-canon. That's weird. Meta. Is Goda in the tips? He is. Does he have an insignia on him somewhere? Maybe it's on the back of his tuxedo and we're not seeing it? She doesn't have one. Yeah, why does he have one? I remember thinking that last time too, or something like it, even though I don't really remember the character. By the general atmosphere surrounding him that he was another servant. Why does he have the insignia then? You don't have the insignia. You don't have the insignia. It's only family members that have the insignia. It looked like he would have preferred not to tell us his age if given the choice. That was probably because he thought we'd look down on him for it. But I literally looked down on him for it because I'm 5'11 and he's only 5'10. I remember when I was around his age, I hated being asked how old I was by adults. I see, 16, huh? That's got to be a delicate time. So long ago. 16. I remember being 16, yes. Now that I'm a man and mature at 18, yes. Besides, I hate guys who just sit there and make the waitress pick up the fork they dropped at the restaurant. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? What? I lift up the other bags that had fallen. Of course they weren't light, but for me it was a piece of cake. Or some say kake. Of course they weren't light, but for me it was a piece of kake. I beg your forgiveness for letting you witness such an unsightliness. This is taking a while, huh? This is going on for a while, huh? Closed-mouthed servants are the best kind. Isn't that right, Kumasawa-san? Oh, Rosama, you truly are harsh. There's no servant as silent as me, of course. Everyone smiled wryly at that obvious lie. Everyone, even she herself didn't believe that, not in her wildest dreams. So she must have set it to light in the moon. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's the kind of character that fucking hell. That's the kind of character Kumasawa used to be. The one stiff atmosphere cleared up at once thanks to Shield for Smile. Does it explain things twice every single time? Is it the whole time, or is it just easing us into it? You show it and then tell it. Show, then tell. Show, then tell. Later on, as a mix-up, they're gonna tell, then show. Didn't 999 have that problem too? 99 is genuinely good, says Annie for Prez. Yeah, I wonder if it would be a fun experiment. It would take too much time, so I wouldn't do it. It would be a fun experiment to do to measure all the anime games that we've played and see where they are in the plot at the 3-hour mark. Because I'm pretty sure 999 had some bullshit and we had some cliff, but interesting stuff had happened. There had been some bowel movement at least. You're not even a slow reader, you just keep going on side 10 just because I'm fucking bored, my weeb! That's part of the parcel. Yeah. Although you are right, yeah. Battler, big and strong, had picked up the sacks in front of him. The sacks cannon couldn't lift himself, as if they were feathers. Battler, big and strong, had picked up sacks in front of him. The sacks cannon couldn't lift himself, as if they were feathers. Let's say it a fourth time. I guess you could say my own house was upper class, but to me, it felt completely ordinary compared to the head family. Thought you were slumming it with your grandparents. It felt completely ordinary compared to the head family. Oh, so your commoner fucking lifestyle slumming it suddenly is kind of upper class compared to this. All right. All the rooms seemed to be for 2 people. I was grateful since I wasn't going to be forced to share the same room with the old bastard under the pretext that we were family. And anyway, I figured those 2 wouldn't be able to enjoy themselves with someone like me around. Hi. Yep. What's with that creepy smile? I'm sorry, are you thinking about your dad fucking your stepmom right now, bro? Like are we just went there? Stop thinking about your dad and your stepmom boning. I wish he'd never come out of that study again. You shouldn't talk like that about the elderly. We're all indebted to him since he rebuilt the Ushiromiya family. We should be more grateful. You know, all right, George? You're right. Here we go. I said that last year. We should be more grateful. You know what, George? You're right. Yep, George, as usual. Well, sorry. After being rebuked by George himself, Jessica had no choice but to take back her thoughtless remark. And George, being the Chad that he was, didn't gloat. What the fuck is this game? It's not a game. Jessica's face still seemed to contain some of the uneasiness she felt toward the future. Maybe we were in the same boat we were earlier. Hopefully it doesn't shake. Battler-kun, I heard you're gonna be with me in this room here. Oh, yes. Oh, we get to room with George? Nice. Normally they would make us follow them and greet everyone together. As we gathered in the room assigned to his cousins, George and Nikki. Okay, is this the worst scene or does it happen after the table scene? I can't remember. I think, is this the part? George and Nikki asked us to excuse him for a second. He rushed over to Kumasama-san, who was following behind the disappearing adults and seemed to ask her something. He soon finished his business and came back with a little baggie of cocaine. What's up, Nikki? Nothing. Just had to get my fix. I just wanted to ask her something. Suspicious. Mysterious. Dude, George would do cocaine only for the right reasons, though. For the right reasons. No, I'm telling you, it's no big deal. Aha, then say it then. No, I'm telling you, it's no big deal. Ahahaha. Then just tell us then. Liar. I'm surprised you tell such a terrible lie, Nikki. I thought you'd be better at lying. George, who's good at everything, confess. Liar. I'm surprised you tell such a terrible lie, Nikki. Confess. You, George, lying? Wow. Haha, Georgie-san, what were you asking Kumasama-san? Well, I've got a good guess. It's been a year since the last time you visited the head family. Who knows what servants might have come and gone during that time. Either way, it looks like he'd like to go and say hi. Oh, George has a crush on one of the servants. Probably named Georgia because he can only love someone as base as himself. George and Georgia sitting in a tree. Weebing. I saw it, so say hi. I want to say hi too. What the hell? That's nothing to feel guilty about, Nikki. I'm not buying it. Maria, don't be fooled. The Nikki's still hiding something. More torture. What's going on right now? Stop it, seriously. I'm just on autopilot waiting for this to resolve. Holy shit, Maria-chan, you too, stop already. Shannon? Yeah, I remember a girl with that name. Is she still a servant? How's she doing? Oh, George has a crush on Shannon. Oh, new character! Babe, wake up. Oh, that is very different. Holy shit. Actually, you know what? It isn't. Why did I say that? Oh, because I couldn't see the boobs before. That's why my brain's decided that. Oh, this is blocking a little bit. Maybe that's why. Our battler will have his exams this year too. Our stepmom. Okay, yeah, Okay, Rudolph-san, shouldn't you be a little concerned as well? For the sake of your own son, you better get serious to the point of having headaches like Natsui-san. Excuse me. Your tea is ready. So this is the fabled Shannon. Alright, you hate to see it? George has good taste. Oh, this is why Kusuro likes it. Okay. The preparations for the tea had been delayed by some trifling problems in the kitchen. Who's the worst guy? These problems were not Shannon's fault. In fact, it had been Gota's mistake. Oh, no. Oh. But Gota starts with G like George. There's no way he'd make a mistake. Oh, he has an insignia. Okay, I was fucking wrong. Never mind. What are you doing there? Shannon, hurry back to... Unless, like, is Cannon your son and you are, like, so good that you're considered family, so that means Cannon's family even though he's a servant? I don't know. The music is too loud. Is it really? Oh shit! Something happened. Okay, we haven't got to the scene yet where they in painstaking detail describe where everyone sits at the table. So strap in. We still gotta get through that. Is this the bad scene? The four of us cousins were enjoying our stories, just shooting the breeze. Even you aren't going to be a kid forever, are you, Maria? Well, she might. I mean, you're going to transform from a kid into a cute young lady, aren't you? And when that happens, that flat as a board chest will reach Jessica's level. Ah, for fuck. How did you not drop this and yet found Steins Gate unbearable? Look upon the stream, you weebs, and despair. Steins Gate's worse than this. Is there an update from Mouse? Update from Mouse? Were we forewarned? Sire, cliff approaching. Brr, brr, brr. You're gonna hate this part. Get through it. This is the worst it gets, says Ironwrath. It's a promise. Oh my god, when that happens, you gotta let me touch him, okay? I didn't even read that part. I checked out after this. What the fuck, dude? Let you touch him. Promise. Ooh. No, Maria-chan. You can't make that kind of promise. That's bad. Why are you mad at her? What? Fucking punch him. When that happens, you gotta let me touch him, okay? It's a promise. Shut the fuck up, Battler. Let you touch him. Promise. Ooh. Joe, what the fuck do you like? I don't like this. I don't like this part. I don't like this part. As I thought, without Battler in our little quartet, this group of cousins just didn't feel complete. These 6 years have been kind of lonely without the pervert. I'm actually going to be legit mad at people in the community if it turns out that it doesn't get better and justifies this in some way. Nobody likes this part. There we go. Mouse is the biggest Umineko enjoyer here, and apparently, you know, genuinely, do people talk like this? I mean, you talk to people too, Balder. You know, no one talks like this. Never. The point is that Battler is terrible, right? You're not supposed to relate. I don't think so. Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's not as bad as George though, but he's pretty bad. A timid knocking sound and the equally timid voice of a young woman came through the door. Jessica answered, "Oh, there's more, isn't there? Oh, now it's Shannon's turn to get perved on. Oh man. Oh, Shannon, come in. You remember Battler, right? Jessica, oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Boobs in a maid uniform are coming in. Oh my fucking god. Is the new one blushing too? Oh. See, here it's like, maybe I'm a little uncomfortable and I don't need to say anymore. I'm just putting up with it. But with here, it's like, oh, Battler-kun, that was such a nice fucking thing that you just said. Tell me more. I'm so fucking blushy crushy. Like, it changes the tone of it completely, right? And he's like, oh, look, I'm such a fucking Chad. Look at me with my fucking spray tan and fucking hair. And here it's like, I'm a kid that's just trying to flirt for the first time. Like, it's so different. You were too kind. Still, the food on this island must be really nutritional, huh? What are you eating and how are you training to get boobs up? There it is! There it is! Still, the food on this island must be really nutritional, huh? Brace for we packed. What are you eating and how are you training to get boobs that big? She's using the pec deck. Guess I'll have to feel them a bit and see whether yours or Jessica's are bigger, okay? With both hands poised and he turns into a different fucking character around boobs, man. Why are so many fucking anime protagonists like this? Usha, that like that had ever happened. Huasha, like that had ever happened. At that point, my hands were less than a centimeter away from Shannon Chan's boobs, but the counter-strike had yet to come. For no reason at all, let's go to new images. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. She blushed and lowered her head in embarrassment when she realized what was going on, but she just stood there with both hands pointedly joined in front of her, not even trying to resist or cover her breasts. George, take the fucking wheel! Please, my god! Hey, I wasn't planning on this, but please hit me right now, or I'm seriously gonna... Oh yeah, it makes... Believe it or not, this was kind of interesting. That she wasn't gonna stop him, and also that he's like, wait, hold on, like, she's not stopping me? Why am I even doing it? Is the perviness plot related? Which is why I was glad that Jessica chose that time to drive her elbow into the back of my head. Is it really genetic? They're genetically perverted. That's still bad. Is he called Battler because he constantly has to battle being perverted or not? You gotta fight back when people do that. This is the weirdest interaction. But you are an important guest, Battler-sama. Now look here. This is not a nice place, but you are an important guest, Battler-sama. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Is that a plot point? Or is that just more perverted? Oh. Oh, that's really bad. I don't know. I couldn't do such a thing because we are, furniture. That shy part of her had always been there, but she did seem to have developed the allure you'd expect of a girl her age, especially in her breasts, yes. Breasts. Breasts. Especially in her breasts. Oh, for fuck's... When Date is being perverted, everyone's chat is like, oh, thumbs up HR meme. Yeah, you go get him, Date. But when Battler's being perverted, human resources? Sure. Okay. Yeah, huh? Haven't these people ever heard of a kotatsu? It means plan. To put your legs under the kotatsu to keep yourself warm. I know what that is. That's one of those things that it's like a coffee table but lower, so you sit at it and it's like at knee height and you can dig your feet and legs under and it's nice and warm and toasty. I know what those are. Those look good. Okay, so I was wrong that only people here who are blood relatives have it. I guess it's anyone who's a part of the household and also a blood relative, so the ones that are visiting or married into the family don't have to wear this shit. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Ryukishi is the type of writer to describe the curtains as blue and then follow up with the curtains' blue color reflected the feelings of the owner of the house since his wife passed away. Dun, 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 dun. What is this Final Fantasy VI intro? Yeah, painting! Called it! Called it! And I remembered that Kumasawa-san tried to tell an ominous story about Rockenjima before Jessica stopped her. I don't know what she was planning to tell us about this island. I do know one thing. I want to squeeze these boobs. Even though they're a portrait, I'm called to them. And then Sai slaps the table. You look great like a witch, Waffles! I'm gonna borrow this outfit and use it for my palace later in the game. Then, once the sun went down, the forest would be wrapped in complete darkness since there were no street lights. The sky is so pretty, most proper. Like, yeah, like, most people never get to see that. It's kind of sad. You said that last time, didn't I? And since, did you say that last time? Nibeshura, were you here? The dining room, which looked exactly like you'd imagine a rich person's dining room to be. The dining room, which looked exactly like you'd imagine a rich person's dining room to be, had a super long table that was obviously positioned with no purpose other than to make the guests conscious of the right. Okay. Again, it's literally on the screen. So you show it to me visually, then you show it to me with some description with people talking, and then you tell it to me afterward. Okay. All right. I mentioned it last time. All right. You know what? You know what? I'm getting tired of Steins Gate Sundays. I'm getting tired of Steins Gate Sundays. The seating order went from left to right, with the lower ranking seats progressing in rows of 2 further away from it. So the left-hand side... Okay, so again, this is an example of something that's kind of bad, whereas this would be a pretty good scene, actually, if this is where we were first introduced to these characters, or it was the second scene with this character, but we've already established, like, the pecking order of these characters, we know more about them, and now we're just kind of repeating that again. I don't know why. Aunt Nat's the 10th highest in rank. Really? She's 10th. Okay, see, now this is an interesting tidbit. I like this part. This is actually pretty good. Oh, giggle. I'm sorry. After a short pause, she did laugh with me, but it seemed like she couldn't quite figure out what she was supposed to be laughing at. Oh, it's like me in chat. This woman is Aunt Nats. She's the wife of the eldest son of the family, meaning she's my father's older brother's wife. Fucking hell. Is it simpler to just call her Jessica's mother? Yes! Yep! She's the wife of the eldest son of the family, meaning she's my father's older... Father's older brother's wife. Is it simpler if I just called her Jessica's mother? Or just your aunt? I actually quite like her so far. I don't know why. She seems to be the most human of the aunts. But who knows? Maybe that's just a bad impression. I don't know. Or maybe I just sympathize with her after Eva was so mean to her. Maybe that's why. I'm a bit of an empath. Natsui is so beautiful, I would marry her. Okay, calm down. Grandpa upstairs eating Domino's pizza, Chad. Ushiromiya Kinzo, the aged family head of the Ushiromiya head family. I am Arthur, said Arthur. Oh my god. What a line. The clock had already passed noon, but he didn't even attempt to rise from his seat. With his spectacles on... Nope. With his spectacles on... Nope. If anyone with a normal nose came in here... Normal nose. Normal nose. Just normal nose. Tear them apart. Use their bodies for firewood and feed them into the witch's hearth. Put a pot on that hearth to boil the wormwood. Force the imbeciles who dared to try to lure me out of here to drink the broth of the apocalypse. Shit. He's fire? I will soak their dregs in liquor. Where is Genji? Call for Genji. Have my demonic absinthe prepared. Alright, Hamlet, calm the fuck down. Alright. Dr. Nanjo. Nanjo, let's go. Dr. Nanjo. Nanjo, let's go eat. After a small delay, the heavy sound of the door unlocking could be heard. Oh, that's hardcore. What? Kinzo was convinced that his family wanted to make a mess of his study. Or perhaps someone had once opened the window for some air and ended up scattering things that, to him, were important research materials, leaving him in a terrible mood. Is that the only way to unlock the door? Because Agatha Christie's getting excited. Kinzo had outfitted his room with a formidable lock, preventing anyone from entering without his permission, and thereby sealing himself in jail of his own make. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep, okay. If Kinzo was in a bad mood, even Genji wouldn't be able to enter. Anyone else would be limited to holding a conversation through the door, unable to even see Kinzo's face. And most of the time, what they got could hardly be called a conversation. Are we going to do a locked room mystery here, or what? But if you tried to call them old books, Kinzo would fly into a rage and say, call them grimoires. Last year, did I say Jesus Christ, Marie, they're minerals? Did I say that? I did, didn't I? I did. I thought about saying it again. I was like, no, I probably said that last year. If you tried to call them old books, Kinzo would fly into a rage and say, call them grimoires. It's not a book. It's a grimoire. It's not an anime. It's a hentai. George has none of what it takes to be a man. Whoa! Battler is a fool who threw away the honor of the Ushiromiya family. And Maria is obscene to the eye. What? And Maria is obscene to the eye. What? Have you ever seen the HBO show Succession? Similar vibes. The HBO Succession is actually an American adaptation of Umineko. You didn't know? They completely localized it, but yeah, it's in the credits. Go to Wikipedia right now for Succession. It's right there. Indeed, good fortune that can grasp miracles is magical power itself. To obtain this mighty power, one must face the risk of despair. Despair. Those are getting some big Danganronpa vibes, chat. To obtain this mighty power, one must face the risk of despair. Gouda, let the lunch begin. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Certainly, I shall begin today's luncheon. Oh, we're prepared for an exciting luncheon. Exciting luncheon. All right, here we go. And you call them steamed hams, even though they are obviously grilled. Oh, it's a Rockinjima expression. Well, I am from Rockinjima, and we don't call it that. Oh, no, not in the habitable part of Rockinjima, from the forest of Rockinjima. Ah, I see. I'm sorry, that bit went on a bit too long. If a normal family were to hold a so-called family conference, you'd expect it to be nothing more than a reunion of rarely seen relatives who greet each other around buckets of sushi or something. Buckets. Buckets, you say. The phrase, while the demon is not around, everyone can relax, comes to mind. Never heard it once before in my life. Anyway, let's introduce Jessica's father, whose face I haven't seen for 6 years. The man saying to my father, we don't need this, man. We have a read. We're fine. Now we've gotten used to this string of weird names, our perspective is totally skewed, so Kraus doesn't actually seem that bad. Really? It even starts to sound kind of cool. Really? It even starts to sound kind of cool. Does it? You can't really tell grandfather's story without covering that pivotal event back before the Showa era. 1926 to 1989. All right. Of course not. Oh, I forgot about this. This is like a whole... How did I get this done faster last time? There's this whole thing. And before we get to the good scene, grandfather was able to revive the near-dead Ushirima family in only about 20 years to a level even higher than it had ever been before. With that, you think he'd revived the main family in Odawara, but for some reason, he went and did something as crazy as buying an entire small island in the Izu archipelago. Based. Who doesn't want their own private island? I challenge anyone. If you had the money to live comfortably on your own private island, and you don't have to deal with anyone's bullshit, and you can get food there or anything, who doesn't want their own private island? Like, come on. Okay, that's enough about the old geezer. More importantly, let's talk about this incredible lunch. I'm already convinced by that sashimi salad appetizer. Hey, quit it, Battler. Your upbringing will be exposed. Everyone let out a big laugh. Damn it, you say that even though you love those cheap pubs. You know what? I've learned something today. I've been at many unusual places because of work, but this stands right up there with the best of them. I'd be willing to bet Goda-san used to be pretty well known in those circles. Oh, you honor me too much, George-senpai. Oh, George, you're such a Chad. As Gouda removed the empty plates, he began to recount his own bumpy past without losing his smile. I fucking hate this character. This world is a difficult place. However, thanks to the madame, I was given a chance to display my skills as a chef once again, this time for the Ushi family. Although I enjoy experiencing the smiles of a larger number of people, I also find it quite entertaining to perform more delicate work that can please the limited number of those who have employed me. Me comparing the Umineko streams to Persona 3 streams? All this is thanks to the opportunity given to me by the madam. Goda-san respectfully bowed his head toward Aunt Natsui. That's because you were the most talented of the applicants, dumbass. The decision was purely objective, not based on personal feelings, so there's no need to thank me. Dang, why does Aunt Natsui also have to sound so indifferent? If she only spoke with a bit more kindness, she might leave a different impression. No, she's trying to be nice. I fucking love Aunt Nats. Holy shit. Shannon, what kind of sauce is this sour stuff? I don't fucking know, Battler. Oh shit, I don't know, Battler. If it was just sweet, you'd just get used to it by now and bored halfway through. Which is why we mix in boring scenes with banger scenes, but the banger scenes are just not there yet. We're gonna make it a real banger scene by boring you to tears beforehand. But if you reach the sour sauce at that point, you get a really vivid taste. And then, once you return to the sweet sauce, all of the sourness in your mouth would be replaced with an enjoyable sweetness. Oh my god, George R. R. Martin, it's fine. We don't need to just fucking go. I'm sure everyone else felt the same way. Goda-san, I love you. Hey, later on, why don't you tell me how they're treating you? Or if you can't, just let me know what sort of salary you like. Having your talent confined to the small island is sacrilege to humanity's cooking culture. What do you think about working your craft for my company and delighting our customers? I wonder if Eva put him up to this in order to poach away like a good thing that Natsui got. Hideyoshi-san, fuck off. Are you trying to steal away our Gouda? No, now that won't do at all. We'd better start treating Gouda better or he'll get snatched up. Giggle, yes, you really should. If you don't, someone's gonna grab him and you'll be stuck with 3 meals of Kumasawa-style mackerel cooking a day, won't you? You guys are gonna keep living here even when... Oh, you're such a bit... That's harsh. It seems someone's holding a grudge against me. There are layers to this. There's some subtext here, chat. As a treat. A little subtext as a treat. Everyone let out a huge sigh. Laugh, sorry. According to Jessica... That sounds wonderful. I wonder if they'll be serving any good Japanese steak. I wonder if they'll be serving any good Japanese steak. It was pretty funny to watch Goda-san, who looked like his show had been totally stolen, explain in a serious voice that we would be having calf steak for dinner. Oh, Goda-san is very upset. Goda needs to lighten up. Back when Battler had asked about dessert, Shannon had unfortunately had... Yeah, we were there! Okay, what was the mistake? That she didn't know how it was made, or... We know! There may have been several ways to dodge the question, but all of them would have required some quick wits. Shannon, who hesitated when hard-pressed for a response, was always suffering because of this small weakness. Was his answer bullshit, and she had to cover for him, or... Oh my god, every single time there's a plot reveal, is it gonna go and explain all of the little breadcrumbs and foreshadowing that it did too? Oh my god, just to make sure everyone appreciates how smart the writer was by saying this shit earlier. I think it's probably because she didn't know, but If only Shannon had a little of the craftiness needed to cleverly shake off a mistake like Goda, her life would have been a bit easier. Battler Khan, why don't we all go for a walk outside? Okay, is it time for the perverted interlude? Here we go. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Are we ready? Here we are. Finally. Ha 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 ha. Rudolph's family certainly seems close. It's a wonderful thing. Quit it. We're no match for your family, Nikki. That's true. That's true. You've raised Jessica-chan to be so adorable. I imagine that's yet another fruit of your talents in education and training, Natsuki-san. Thank you. Ooh, Nats answered coldly. Ooh, this is the best thing in the story so far. Oh, man. She hates her. Everything she says, Nat's like, what the fuck is your angle? Oh, the conversation broke off then and the parlor fell silent. All right, masks off then. All right, before we start, does anyone want to get out? I wonder where the border between child and adult is. Nope, not taking it, not taking it. I still don't feel as though I've grown up. I wonder where the border between child and adult is. So do most anime writers. Okay, that one might have been over the line, I'm not sure. Let's go. They're approaching their unavoidable, true agenda. Let's kill Grandpa. Last year, his life expectancy was estimated about 3 months, which I guess means he's got negative 9 months left now. Last year, his life expectancy was estimated at about 3 months, which I guess means he's got negative 9 months left. Should we take that to mean it might suddenly happen any time? It seems father is the focus of everyone's concern. Dr. Nanjo. Could you have details from you? Nanjo's here? That appears to be what everyone else is waiting for after all. Fucking Nanjo's here? I didn't know Nanjo was here. Nanjo eating a donut and sipping the tea awkwardly in the corner. So you're saying that even if his body is weak, his mind is still firm and spirited. Kairi, sorry, but please stay quiet for a bit. Ooh, I'm sorry. Dr. Nanjo, please tell us. For the sake of the beautiful love of a daughter worried about her father's lifespan. Dr. Nanjo, please tell us, for the sake of the... Ah, shit! So for the sake of the beautiful love of a daughter worried about her father's lifespan, pushing the care of your father solely on the shoulders of the eldest sibling is far from fair. Haha, in the next world, get born after me. Lol. Okay, let's get back on track. There's just no sympathy. Ha 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 ha. In the next world, get born after me. Oh, damn! Wow. Holy shit, Rudolph. Okay, let's get back on track. Father's personal funds probably reach as high as several 10 billion yen, right? But it's not as though that's all neatly gathered as ready cash. It's not as simple as simply cutting a birthday cake with a knife. That's an interesting way to put it. That's right, you sometimes get strawberries or chocolates on top of the cake, making it hard to cleanly cut into it in equal parts. Given that, don't you think it's important to discuss beforehand how best to stick the knife in? Wow, you're all vultures. He's right. Oh, I cannot understand. It's like a different person wrote this scene. It's still good. What the fuck? Did Kojima's partner in writing take over for this part? Like, how is it just like suddenly like literally like 100 times better? I'm kind of liking the game. God, it's not a game. I'm kind of liking the story. God fucking damn it. Oh, god damn it. I'm kind of liking it. Oh. I wish it hadn't taken 6 hours to get here, but it's kind of interesting. It seems I'll just get in the way if I stay any longer. Please excuse me. My curfew approaches. Nanjo arose from his seat and exited the parlor. Do you think he did like a little when he got up? Probably, right? To an outsider, it may have seemed like a normal act of courtesy, but his back was watched by several glances envious of his ability to escape. Oh my god. Pretty good scene, pretty good interactions, and then there's just like this nugget of shit. Like, here you go, that's for you. Like, who is this? Who is this? This is a different person all of a sudden. This looks like someone else, actually. The Game Awards guy? Nissan, you've been starting resort projects everywhere, convinced that Japan will soon see a boom, but almost all of them continue to fail. While I'm sure that the era you predicted will soon arrive, it seems you misread the timing of that boom. You were too early to save money. You then panicked and tried to sell everything off, which only opened the wound even further. If your nose was really so reliable, then there should be no reason for you to sell off your property. Is this proof that you mistrust your own ability? How rude. Are you trying to insult my husband? How dare you? Yeah, how rude. Oh my god. Are you trying to insult my husband? You need to calm down. I kind of like you. Almost everyone else, more than anyone else in this room for some reason. I don't quite know why, but you need to calm down. Natsui's forehead creased as she rose from the sofa. Okay, so this seems like kind of an overreaction. She can't control herself, but I wonder just how many fucking times this has happened before she's like this. I wonder if they planned all this on the boat, or was it even before that? So there's a hotel here too, and a resort, not just the guest house, or is the guest house the hotel? I think it's... I think the guest house is something different. Oh, it is the guest house. Okay, that's right. Considering how wonderful it is, I'm sure it'll become quite popular once you open it. Oh, so the hotel you keep talking about is the guest house. Thank you, Kyrie. Thank you. Oh, so the hotel you keep talking about is the guest house. Yes, Kyrie. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Stop talking. Impertinence! That is not my husband's fault. There's just been some trouble with the company that my husband contracted with. No matter how you look at it, we are victims here. This is completely normal, very polite, courteous fucking, like, this is fine. Shut up. And yet, okay, so maybe she's hiding something and that's why she's super defensive. Huh. I don't know what kind of evidence you think you found, but it's all baseless. I don't know what kind of evidence you think you found, but it's all baseless. I wonder if she's behind some of the decisions then. What about all the loans you made for this project? Even if you aren't in... How are you a part of this gangbang? What the fuck are you doing? Hideyoshi? Why are you... Shut up! Even if you aren't incurring maintenance costs, the borrowed money that you can't return just keeps growing. Sorry, Krasny-san, but I've investigated the development plan for this island a bit. To be honest, I haven't heard anything good either. Hideyoshi-san. Even you, Etu Hideyoshi, Krasny-san. After your failures in the past, who exactly do you expect to provide you with funding? And this isn't some small amount we're talking about. And this isn't some small amount we're talking about. We're talkings about. The iron rule of the money roulette is that you bet against the loser. Aniki, you're a fairly well-known loser in this field. It's true that prosperous times are about to come, but when we looked for people who considered that enough to overlook your strings of failures and also had enough for the investment, we found no candidates. So, the big question now, damn, the whole ambush they had planned for this guy, what the fuck? So the big question now is where you got that money from. Ho. So sorry. Hi ho. Now, isn't this intriguing? Ho ho. Now, isn't this intriguing? And? The deer. How long do you plan to let these ridiculous remarks stand? Sit down, Natsui-san. Let's cut to the point. Aniki, you've been diverting Dad's private funds for your own businesses. There's pretty much no room for doubt. And all of a sudden, Kraus looks kind of bad. Before the injured party, whoa, what the fuck is their problem? And now it's like, yo, that's actually kind of fucked up. Maybe they have a point, but maybe they don't. Tune in next week to find out. If you think we've made some kind of mistake, please feel free to explain. Rudolph, don't call it diverting funds. Call it a comeback. This is embezzlement, plain and simple. A huge crime that can be criminally prosecuted. This sort of rudeness cannot be tolerated. Man, I wish I knew enough about finance to know if it was embezzlement. I don't even really know what embezzlement is. I'm going to be honest with you. Hold on. What's embezzlement? Embezzlement. Theft or misappropriation of funds placed in one's trust or belonging to one's employer. Okay. So funds you have access to for certain reasons, and then you use it for a different reason? Thought it was more serious than that. Leave this place at once. Now. Get out. Natsui, who had already reached the limits of her anger, shouted at Eva in rage. Yeah, I know, I heard it. She then pointed alternately at Eva and the hallway, demanding that she leave. Eva took out a folding fan and fanned herself with it. That's what fans do. Hey, Natsui-ni-san? To whom do you think you are speaking in such a tone? I'm speaking to the exceedingly rude sister of my husband. As the person in charge of the main family's kitchen, I cannot overlook any more of this. In charge of the kitchen? Be silent. Lowly maidservant. Ooh! Eva folded the fan with a snap and rose to her feet energetically. Compared to the elegance and playfulness she'd shown until a second ago, she was now unimaginably aggressive. Now I can imagine it. It's on the screen. How foolish. You stand down. You stand down before Eva of the Ushiromiya family. Sorry, before. You tell me to stand down? Me, Ushiromiya Eva, the third ranked in the Ushiromiya family's hierarchy, and the one allowed to sit at the left shoulder of the head? Yeah, I'm further up the table. Know your place. Know your place. Yeah, and then look at your shabby self in the mirror. Where is the symbol of the wing on your clothes? Where are you permitted to wear the one-winged eagle? Aren't you nothing more than a borrowed womb to house the next successor of the Ushiromiya family? Understand your place, you common housemaid. Ooh, Eva's face twisted hideously as her words gouged into Nat's heart like talons wrenching at it. She is... Damn. Okay, is there anyone here that wasn't here last year that was like, how could this possibly get good, and was bored, and now in the scene they're like, holy shit, you know what? They had a point. They were cooking. This is a good scene, right? Like, it really, like, it escalates so fast and so hard. This is a fucking banger scene. Getting to this scene last year, like unironically made, like, maybe even over 100 people read Umineko. Do you understand? There were 100 ways Nats wanted to respond. However, her anger and sorrow crushed her throat, and none of those words managed to make it to her mouth. Her anger had nowhere to go, and became a single hot tear that slowly dripped down. Oh, fucking, what the shit? What's wrong? If you have something to say, please do so. Come on. Even though I have always considered the family's affairs so seriously, you've... Nats was already unable to hide tears. She flew... Sorry, I'm not a voice actor. She flew from the room in that state. After that, all that remained was a somewhat embarrassed mood about that parlor. And also Nanjo, who had secretly not left, was like really awkwardly standing in the corner, still eating his dessert. Time for my dessert? I apologize for my wife. She has always been bad at controlling her emotions. It's even been rough for me. If that's what's been managing your household, you must suffer to no end, Nissan. Giggle, giggle. Giggle, giggle. Oh. There is a deep enmity between her and Iwa-sama. Explaining the relationship would be very trying for me as a woman. It would take probably 6 hours, but we're gonna do it. Here we go. Explaining the relationship would be very trying for me as a woman. I don't think you need to. I get it. I get it. You do. For the love of God. Okay. So pretty much any time we're not in dialogue, the story has a 90% chance to be shit. Okay. What? Why are we going backwards? No. Go forwards, please. No. Man, the pacing's literally going backwards now. Okay, cool. Man, that last scene was actually good. So disappointed right now that you're going to have to keep watching and read it yourself. Yeah, I know, right? I know. We crossed the hall again on our way to the entrance. All right, so we're now caught up. We are now caught up. So there we go. So now, next week, we can continue with new content. Piss break? Hey, you can go piss for as long as you want, because we are you done. Alright, so how far did we get? Are we on? We're not even on episode 2? What? Oh my god. Still episode 1. Oh shit. Oh man. Alright. Why does it still say episode 1? We got through it. Thank you, Avarisi, for gifting a sub to. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to the Umineko fan club.